What happens next in Israel? Part 1. English presentation. What has already happened in Israel? Why is the past so important? The past has patterns that are repeated. Currency traders use chart patterns of the past to predict the movement of currency. Patterns also occur in the Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim, the law, the prophets, and the writings for those of you who are non-Jewish. Patterns also occur in recorded history. Pompey captured Jerusalem in 63 BCE. Titus captured Jerusalem and destroyed the Jewish temple in 70 CE. The Crusaders captured Jerusalem from the Muslims in 1099 CE. Theodore Herzl founded the Zionist movement in 1897 CE. The Ottoman Empire, which hindered Jews from coming to Israel, dissolved in 1918 CE. These are a few of the important dates in history that are divisible by 7. There are also patterns of the Shemitah, sabbatical year, and Yuval Jubilee. The past has patterns, and the Torah also has patterns, revealing future events and the persons who played an important part in those events, such as Yitzhak Rabin and even Adolf Hitler. Our presentations are in English because we know that the vast majority of our viewers speak English. Dr. Eliyahu Rips was the initial Torah codes leader when computers were first applied to the Torah. But the software he uses lacks the ability to make more than one pass through the 304,805 letters of the Torah, and so it could not find the matrix shown above that was found with Code Finder. Please pause this presentation at various times. There are many details, and so when you pause the presentation, you'll be able to absorb them and write them down. Rockets fired from Gaza in 2014 ensure Netanyahu re-election in 2015, and a promise by him that due to the threat of rockets fired from Arab areas, there will never be a Palestinian state while he is prime minister. This was found in Scripture. The destruction of the Second Temple, 70 CE. Painting by Francesco Hayez, showing destruction of the Second Temple. Jerusalem's fate after destruction of the Second Temple, 70 CE, and after the Bar Kokhba revolt, 132 to 136 CE. The Romans plowed Jerusalem with a yoke of oxen. Jews were sold into slavery, and many were transported to Egypt. Judean settlements were not rebuilt. Jerusalem was turned into a pagan city called Aelia Capitolina, and the Jews were forbidden to live there. For those who do not know, the full name of Bar Kokhba was Shimon ben Kusiba. He led a revolt against the Romans which lasted 3 years, during which he controlled a significant part of Yehuda, although he never controlled Jerusalem. The revolt was an initial success, but it came to a grinding halt with Bar Kokhba's death in Beitar. The year 133 divided by 7 equals 19. Following the fall of Beitar, the Roman legions went on a rampage of systematic killing, eliminating all remaining Jewish villages in the region and seeking out the refugees. Hadrian changed the country's name from Judea to Syria Palestina. The Romans did this to minimize the Jewish identification with the land of Israel. Rome spitefully used these names of two old enemies of Israel, Syria and the Philistines. Jews were permitted to enter the former Jerusalem only on the 9th of Av to mourn their losses in the Bar Kokhba revolt. Flight of the Prisoners by James Doucet. Jews were forced to move from Judea to these and other areas. Many nations often mistreated Jews who were residents. Diaspora is a Greek word that means scattered. We will now fast forward past the Inquisitions in Spain and other harmful actions taken against Jews in Europe, all the way to the 1800s. Small numbers of Jews had returned and settled in the land at various times, and with increasing momentum during the 1800s. The Zionist colonization, however, did not begin until about 1880. Jews had already started to improve their land, which had been a mostly desolate area. Efforts to obtain Ottoman agreement to large-scale Jewish settlement failed. Nevertheless, more than 150,000 Jews lived in so-called Palestine by World War I. The Ottomans called the land South Syria, not Palestine. Horse-drawn Jewish immigrants arrived and prayed at the Kotel, known today as the Western Wall or the Wailing Wall. What's in a name? Palestinians, Philistines. Hafez Assad said to the PLO leader Yasser Arafat that you do not represent Palestine as much as we do. Never forget this one point. There is no such thing as a Palestinian people. There is no Palestinian entity. There is only Syria. You are an integral part of the Syrian people. Palestine is an integral part of Syria. Therefore, it is we, the Syrian authorities, who are the true representatives of the Palestinian people. Why then are some Arabs called Palestinian now? Hafez Assad was not alone among the Arabs in challenging the title Palestinian. Here are a few other quotes from arabterrorism.tripod.com/quotes.html. Purple territories were the Syrian provinces throughout the Ottoman era. This presentation is in English because we are well aware of the vast non-Jewish population of the earth and the probability that most of our viewing audience will be non-Jewish. Therefore, we have used the very well-known authorized version when quoting from the Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. According to the preface of the Holy Scriptures published by the Jewish Publication Society of America, the authorized version has merit. We are deeply grateful for the works of our non-Jewish predecessors, such as the authorized version, with its admirable diction, which can never be surpassed. Page 8, copyright 1955. There are many other Arabs that have blurted out the truth about the so-called Palestinians. so-called Palestinians are being used as a tool to attack Israel. Please read the above quotes by pausing the presentation in order to be able to jot them down for your own information. The name of Palestine is not found on this pre-World War I Ottoman map. Arabs in Palestine, called South Syria by the Turks, are shown with their Turkish Ottoman rulers' Turkish crescent flag. There was no sign of a Palestine. The Turks were at times strict in their rule, with hanging shown in the photo taken during their control of Jerusalem. Arabs later revolted against the Turkish-controlled Ottoman Empire. See what the Turks did to cause their empire to collapse in What Happens Next in Israel, Part 2. For more information and ways that you can help us to blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm, you may contact us, Hope of Israel, Tikva Shel Israel, by email shlomo1335@gmail.com. Ask for Shlomo. I'm Yisrael Kai.